Hello, everybody. Oh, I'm looking forward to this now. Evanescence, My Immortal, it was a very dark song. It made you feel a lot of emotion. But today we're getting Nate Vickers doing it through acoustic cover. Even the picture we're seeing already looks like an eerie, sort of darker version, maybe a bit more of a sadder version. So I can't wait to hear it. My name's Craig Madden. Over there's Tom Crocker. We're Happy Man, Happy Home. We're both life coaches for men's mental health out there. This is what we do on a daily basis. So we've obviously intrigued that into our channel. So you can click on our Facebook links up above in the YouTube bio or down below in the video description to find out a bit more what we do. Nate Vickers, I can't wait for you to take us away with an acoustic guitar. Two of them there, though. So
Yeah, mate. I'll tell you something, man. I don't think I've actually seen a cover of this song. It is a very beautifully dark song, all about the sort of loss and that, and the recovery from it is painful and trying. And I'm very interested to see it from from the male tone as well. So absolutely pumped for that. Also supports this wonderful artist by putting hashtag Nate Vickers down in the comments below when you do leave those lovely comments for us. And if at any point you enjoy myself and Craig, then make sure you like it, sub it, love it, stop waffling, press play, intrigued.
we want to play Dying Like the Beast.
We do.
That's honesty. Oh, I love the start of this.
Yeah, beautiful song this.
Love the chain.
I'm so tired of being here.
Oh, he has got a great voice.
Suppressed by all my childish fears. And if you have to leave, I wish that you would just leave. 'Cause your presence still lingers here, and it won't leave me alone. These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just too much that time cannot erase. When you cried, I'd wipe away all of your tears. When you'd scream, I'd fight away all of your fear. And I held your hand through all of these years that you still have.
I tell you what, Nate. I think we've heard you do. What was it? It was 30 Seconds to Mars, wasn't it? We heard him. I can't remember what we heard on his first. We've heard him once before. Tom's going to do a bit of research while I talk, obviously, with his quick turn. But I nearly died. I will say, Nate Vickers, he's got such a great voice in the fact as well, because I've never been one for listening to like a very.
Oh.
What was it? The Kill.
30 Seconds to Mars, The Kill, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I thought it was. So I love how he, like, I've never been one to listen to like one man sing and like pour his soul out or anything. I'm more like, I do like a little bit of beat or rhythm or something to my music. But, since we started reacting, since we come into the men's mental health game, it's this sort of stuff I respect, sort of spiritual side of it. And I love the fact that his voice, man, how he does that. I really respect that. He's got quite a soft voice to a certain point. But then when he pushes it to the boundary, where he pushes like that really gritty side to it, where you can hear his voice almost straining. I love that, man. That's something I do love about the male voice when it comes to singers, like how they can do that. You know what I mean? Like when they can go like, I can't actually do what he does, but like unbelievable. And then you start to feel more impacted. Yeah, what Tom did, but more impacted by the song because you feel like he is screaming, but not screaming. Does that make sense? He's like, I can't explain it, Tom. He's like pushing his voice to the limits, and it sounds like he's aggressively. It's that aggression within the voice that I think male singers do so well.
Yeah, I think what he's nailed on it, mate, is it's that anguish in his voice, and like you feel that sort of pain and sorrow, which brings out that effect. I think he's definitely. Do you know, mate? I completely forgot all about 30 Seconds to Mars, The Kill that we covered. I thought this was our first time seeing him. So yeah, it was only 2 years. I was like, it sounds familiar. I feel like we've heard something like this before, and then you reminded me. So yeah, I'll tell you something, mate. I mean, this Evanescence did this, and it was absolutely bloody beautiful. It is a beautiful song. I'll tell you something. So far, Nate Vickers is doing it absolute justice. Like I said, I've never heard a cover of this song before, but I also like the scene that he's setting on. You've got like the sunlight coming through like the windows there, and it almost gives it like a heavenly afterlife sort of vibe to it. You also got a bit of stained glass on the windows. Might be recorded like in a church, about maybe the background. Well, they're not full stained glass windows, which is unusual. That's one thing, maybe like a back part of a church or something that it could be recorded in. But it definitely sits the scene of that loss. And as Craig said, like well, since we got into the mental health game, in that the most beautiful thing we find about music is how it is an absolute gateway to help one connect yourself with emotions. And like this is, if you are going through loss and that, and you might be bottling up those feelings and or keeping that anguish inside yourself, music is like that little key that can help you unlock. And I can imagine there has been many tears spilled over this song, especially on Evanescence version, and I can imagine on this version as well, with a different tone of the male, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, beautiful.
Oh yeah, I did notice the back window. I was looking at the right window. Just like his thick chains on his neck. Respect it.
You used to captivate me by your resonating light. Now I'm bound by the life you left behind. Your face, it haunts my once pleasant dreams. Your voice, it chased away all the sanity in me.
Oh, here we go.
These wounds won't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just too much that time cannot erase. When you cried, I'd wipe away all of your tears. When you'd scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. And I held your hand through all of these years. You still have all of me. I tried so
Oh, I love the loop
hard to
there.
tell myself that you're gone, but though you're still with me, I've been alone
Oh, I actually want to hear that
Mate.
selfishly again.
Right, so this, do you know what, mate? And it's gonna prove my point earlier about what I said about the gateway to emotions. But what I love it, and it's one of my favorite things that an artist will do is when they're singing, they're playing, and my skin and that I get literal chills. How the music literally physically affects me. It sends shivers down my spine. It goosebumps me right up, mate. You feel it when he was doing that verse there, mate. Whew, like you feel it, like it, and it feels fucking great. I mean, probably smiling and being so happy about it is probably not the emotion that most of you would expect.
Hey, it's your
from
own
this kind
emotion,
of
baby.
song.
Hold it.
It's my emotion. Like I love the raw energy they put into it, and like I said, I fully respect the absolute message that's within it. And I know that this style does help and will help millions of people out there. So I only applaud the artist, both Nate Vickers and of course Evanescence, the original creator, for the fantastic work. But so far, mate, he's doing so bloody beautifully justice this song and what the message it pushes out that I am feeling on me physically and emotionally, and I love that, baby. I love it.
Yeah, I'm actually glad that you mentioned it, Evanescence, then, because that was one band that could always like bring you like this emotional feeling, but at the same time like this aggression at the same time. You couldn't quite work it out, especially a lot of their songs where they had this really beautiful angelic voice, and then you could have the band in the background who'd be like, and you're like, oh, I feel aggressive, I feel angry, but at the same time, I feel like I'm being calmed at the exact same equal time. And I loved how he's captured that as well. And we're hearing a different type of voice. He has, like I said, he's got the soft, sometimes overtone, but I do love when he pushes the boundaries of his voice. Well, it's probably not even the boundaries as well. I'm sure he could push further, but like he's got a terrific voice, and there's no doubt about that. And to both guitarists, sorry, happy home, baby. That was an accidental bit, but it wasn't even a planned bit. But yeah, he is, and the other guitarist, we apologise, don't know his name, but he has taken a lot of the guitar leads in this as well. Sometimes you'll see Nate, he'll sort of be leaning over singing, so we've got to shout him out as well because he's keeping that song alive. So absolutely hats off to both of them, and I do apologise for the burping. It's I do it most, yeah.
You're human, baby. You're human.
I'm human.
Oh, human.
Emotion. That was my emotion. I burped.
Nice to hear this bit on acoustic.
Well played.
Beautiful.
Oh, he's got some more.
Oh,
Yeah,
chills
well, that's the one
again.
we listened to. He's a growing artist, obviously. He's putting out more music. I tell you what, mate, Nate Vickers, you've got something special, and I can't wait to see. I'm just looking at Nate Vickers' Fallen Away from Heaven official video. Clearly something that he's come out with himself. So, like, let's go. You know, we've listened to, I believe it was May, Tom, if memory serves right, that we listened to Nate Vickers before. So I would love to see, like, what music he does. But we were saying before, you know, Evanescence, brilliant band, brilliant music, and Nate Vickers has brought them back to life in this case. You know, we're listening to a band that we haven't heard in a while. It's almost making me feel like I want to go back and hear it as well at the same time. But Nate Vickers has got a spectacular voice. I want to hear more of Nate. Admittedly, I think on our last video, we might have had like 40 odd views maybe. So I think maybe that's why we just didn't do it again, because obviously on popular demand, we didn't get a lot of like, oh, you got to go and check out Nate in this scenario. But you never know, this might do a little bit better. We might get a lot more comments off you to go and do what the next music may be. We don't know. But shout out to Nate, Evanescence, and the guitarist that was with him as well. Spectacular. Tom, have you got anything left to say?
You know, mate, I haven't really got much to add on there. I felt like you covered a lot of the points that I would have had.
Yeah, just to give people a backstory, we accidentally paused it, and then whatever Tom said in the review, I just copied everything he said. So...
Yeah, exactly. So I ain't got really a fat lot to add on to that, but that was great points, Craig. Couldn't have worded it better myself, but I do absolutely love the message that he sort of reastrilled. Fuck's sake. Do you know what? If you did enjoy this reaction / review, the points are covered. Make sure you leave the thumbs up button, hit the subscription, and ring that notification bell as well for happy man, happy home. You can see our spirits are always up, and it is through the general graft of life and hang of that stress of life, but keeping a big old smile on our face about it and getting through it is what it's all about. So make sure you like it, sub it, love it. Thank you very much for giving us your treasured time. We certainly do appreciate it, don't we, Craig?
We do. We apologise for any sort of time where you've sat there. We've not really said much. It's going to be awkward. I'd hate being the person that couldn't get it out. But ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to leave comments down below. Don't forget to hashtag Evanescence because of the original artist, and hashtag Nate Vickers and maybe the guitarist if you know their name. And of course, leave comments down below on what you'd like us to do in the future, what you'd like us to see us do. And of course, check us out on Facebook links. Yeah. It's in there, and it's all about men's mental health. If you're in there and you're just struggling, man, we're there for help. That's what we want to do, is help men that are struggling in this cool world we live in.